عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. تعذروني أول شيء بعطي مقدمة بالعربي عقب I'll start to give the speech in English. أنا أولاً honored أو يعني فخور إن أنا دعوني الجماعة اليوم إن أنا أتكلم بالنيابة عن RTA وأتكلم في venue أو بإيفنت خاص في Avaya, our partners and our one of the main secrets or main recipes of our success is Avaya. So I'm really honored إن أنا أتكلم هنا اليوم. اليوم بكون وياكم أكثر من صريح. أنا ترى مو سويت ريهرسل على التوك اللي بسوي. أنا عندي presentation محمد thank you he did it for me. زين. I was supposed to be somewhere else now. But I thought that this is really big and important enough to me and to the audience, for me at least, just to give this kind of a small participation part of this big venue. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. I'll just switch now to English. Good afternoon, everyone, ladies and gentlemen. I'm really honored and pleased to be part of this main event, representing RTA and talking about one of the main reasons of our success, which is the use of Avaya technologies, who's been our partners. You are almost government now. I mean, I don't see you are almost everywhere. I'll just start quickly with the main vision of RTA. As stated through my colleagues and the videos that you've just seen, smooth or safe and smooth transport for all. This might sound like it is more towards engineering or traffic planning and so, but indeed there are a lot of technologies behind it. Even in a call center where we have our own vision that we achieve excellence towards all the communication channels that we have with our customers, still the back-end technologies or infrastructure that we have is one of the main contribution to the bigger picture that we would like to achieve. Indeed, with all the initiative and the projects was done through RTA, we've managed to achieve 2014 with almost 80% we've lowered the fatalities accident in the streets. All this because of the projects, initiatives, and also depending on the latest and top of art when it comes to technology. This picture shows how are the main goals that we have in RTA contribute or link to the main vision of RTA. Our focus, or the thing that I do, yes, I do contribute to almost all of them, and since everybody in RTA is, but our main thing is the people happiness. And you can see it as the top of the house of the strategy that we have in RTA. Last year, we used to call it customer first. And I think now His Highness changed the whole agenda for everybody. He just summarized that the reason or the main purpose of all government, private, or whoever who functions within UAE is just to make us, make people, make everybody happy. So that's why we thought of changing it and transferring it from being first to being happy. Quite challenging. I think even on an individual level, you reach to a level where, okay, you are fine with the surface or with the transaction that you've just had, but not necessarily happy. So happy, that makes it more and more challenging. And this is where we have to keep on thinking of what's new. I was just having a chat with some of my colleagues here within Avaya outside about something new that we would like to introduce. And we're just having a very normal chat 3 weeks ago, was it? 3 weeks ago. And then we were thinking of putting a mock-up. This is how we should keep up when it comes to new initiatives and new technologies, especially in a year where we call it the year for innovation, as His Highness named it. This year is the name of innovation, creativity. I think we are in the right place in Dubai. We are in the right venue here to talk about the new initiatives and new technologies. And we are with the right company too, to listen to what is the best practices among the world when it comes to the technology. In RTA, we have 3 call centers. Without me mentioning, 890 is the best call center in RTA, though the other ones are good too. We have Salik, we have the dispatch, but the main one that you will see everywhere is 890. I keep on asking myself is that if you cross any place within Dubai, would you not see 890? I think you'll see it in everywhere because it's in buses, and metro, and tram now, and you will see it even in any point of a contact when it comes to RTA. So 890, main inquiries, main transactional services, and a call center that gets around 8,000 Muhammad calls almost a day. Now, in some days it goes more, but it's almost 8,000 calls a day. Now, those are the kind of queries that we get. I'll not bother you with the details, but just to show you that our call center here is unique. It's not only addressing queries or giving answers to people, it's also doing the service as a service channel. So for example, the famous example that I keep on using is that you can renew your car registration through the call center, and I think we are only 3 countries in the world, 4 countries now. Okay, and we were like one of those 4 countries who started to do this kind of service through a call center. So it's both queries and transactional too. There are service principles that we keep. Again, part of our culture, where we are customer-driven. We have accessibility, we have credibility, all that. But I'll just summarize it that our focus now is happiness. For anyone who is within Dubai and even within UAE, our whole focus is whatever goes around happiness. Those are some of the facts of the numbers that we are really proud of. Though we get almost 8,000 calls a day, we still, most of the time, maintain to attend 80% of those calls in an SLA of taking call within 20 seconds, which is number which is really quite challenging. It's really difficult. But with the effort of the team and with the new and top trend technology that we keep on using, with the use of the right technology that serves us, we are able to achieve this, which is, we've compared ourselves worldwide. We did a project last year to see the to see the international benchmark that we have when it comes to setting up our targets. And interestingly, we've seen that the target that we keep for our call center as an 80% is even more aggressive than other authorities that has to do with health services, without mentioning names. So we are keeping for us a very aggressive and very challenging KPIs, but with the effort of our employees and with the right technology, thanks to God, we are able always to beat that kind of an SLA. How do we keep up with the strategy? Or how do we keep up, with the latest change? There are so many ways, no secrets about that. Being in such a venue is one of the ways, apologize, where we see what are the top technologies. We have a lot of talks with our business partners here, where we ask them what are the new trends, what are the new best practices among the world, what other companies are doing with problems similar to us. And that's why we have a main project that's going this year, which has to do with a lot of automation and a lot of live chat kind of things, which will be covered part of my presentation. But referring, yes, to the market, what's happening, partnership with the right people within the market, doing research, taking input from expertise, and also looking back at our data. I know that the key word now is big data. Yes, we do look at our data. We had a detailed study last year on what type of calls do we have, what's the segmentation of them, and how can we serve each and every category in an automated way where we reduce the kind of load when it comes to a human kind of capacity. So I'll go back again. Delivering happiness is the main goal. We thought of different initiatives where can we use the technologies. And alhamdulillah, this year, we've launched the live chat, the email and fax integration. We are doing an automated surveys, which is totally done through the main system with no human interaction. We plan our workforce, that those who are within the field of call centers, we do some sort of a capacity planning when it comes to the number of agents that needs to be there in a certain period of time. So even that kind of management is now automated through the new technologies that we have in place. We have the callback option. I've seen this option in one of the sessions I had part of the government summit. There was a speaker there who was talking that now people are looking more into personalized or human kind of interaction kind of a service, not only an automated thing or an automated IVR. And then he's given an example of the web callback. I came back that day and I talked to my colleague, Mohammed, and I told him that, well, I've seen this mentioned in the government summit. We need to have that. Then his simple answer was, it is already in the plan. We've already planned it with Avaya, and it's coming, and it is there already since, how long? 1st of May. So, just to summarize and not to take you through the whole details, knowing exactly what people want and what are they aiming and what they are looking up to is the key. Now, that is the main recipe for happiness, plus having the right partnership with those who are in the market and knows the right technologies, and how can we make technology serve people, make their life easier, and make our life easier. So we have a kind of main roadmap for the call center. Now, we are having different channels, like the smart kiosks that we have. I don't know if you've seen one of those, but it's a machine that looks like an ATM machine, where you can have an answer to your queries and do a transactions. But we had a video conferencing option that we are doing again through the Avaya technology, whereby if you need an assistant, you will be immediately in touch with the agents in the call center, and he shall be of an assistance to you during your transaction. So this is one of the things that we are keeping. So we are trying to keep all the surface kind of channels linked back again to our call center with the new technologies that we have. We are automating the process of payment and doing the transaction in our call center. Now, the way that we are doing is that you just talk to an agent. Now, with the use of the new technology, you can just do the whole transaction by your own. Again, we are trying to take the best practices from the bank and bring it up to government sector. We are moving some of the services that is being done only face-to-face to a channel which is easier for us, available around the clock, which is the call center. And we are also having a lot of automation and innovative kind of services that's also coming in the very near future. Before I go to the questions, I'd just like to close with this note. His Highness, in I think the first government summit, said that government sector should work like private sector, should learn from private sector, should be able to bring the best practices that's being done there and make it happen within government, which I think with the right partnership that we have, we were really lucky to do that. We are now being a main and one of the best benchmark locally. And thanks God to the efforts and to the right partnership that we have. I'll close again with thanks for having me talking here today. And I'm really honored. And if there is any question that I can assist you with, I'll be sitting at that table. Thank you.
Thank you.